We are starting a new series this month, and this month we are going to be dealing with our superpowers. Yes, we all have them. We're all unaware of them, but we do have them. We know that when we use the word superpower, we're talking about something that is beyond extraordinary. When you have a superpower, it's like way beyond extraordinary. I won't use the word way cool because some of us, when we view your superpower, may not say that. But it is beyond extraordinary. And it is so beyond, it's not normal. It's beyond. It's not the normal plateau we experience. It's greater than. So, every superhero has a talent, right? That's something they're good at. And most of you follow the super creatures. You understand, you could probably give me the list of their qualities and abilities, and you know you need a combination of them in order to accomplish. That's why they have to gather together in groups. Because they all have certain talents they're extremely good at, right? Same with us. But what we use our talent for is not necessarily to overcome evil or to overcome the bad guys, but it's to maintain our safety and to maintain our sense of self. So our superpowers we use to create safety. All right. Superpowers in humans are normally activated when a person or situation tries to take our power from us. You've heard the little saying, don't wake the sleeping giant. Let the vicious energy be still. But when a power comes against us, to overpower us or to threaten us in any way, some outside strange power, our superpower rises. It rises in full glory and costume, so that it can now express to keep us safe. As metaphysicians, we understand what it feels like to feel our own power and what it feels like when our power is outside of self. Power outside of self, you feel hopeless, helpless, unable to change, you're second class, you can't choose. You all understand? Do you remember feeling that way once upon a time? Okay. So, power within self is when we feel centered, capable. We don't have to conquer the world. We are in harmony with the world. Do you feel the difference? We're in harmony with the world. Of course we don't have to do everything. The world is full of people who are capable. But we can choose. We have that central core of power. Yeah? All right. So, why do we give our power away? How does that outside power thing come to us anyway? So we want to lay down a few little groundwork and then we'll get into our awareness. Are you all aware that you sometimes give your power away at your job?
Yes.
Or when you're paying for something, I'm going to buy this that I don't think will come to me naturally, so I will give my power to it. Sometimes we do it in relationships. We give our power so that we can get involved in that relationship. But let's just look at our job. If we want a job, we give our power to the company boss. We do whatever is requested without regard to our inner choice. Because we have contracted with them to give our power to them, they give us a paycheck at the end of it. So we don't feel this. We've all had jobs where we didn't lose our power as well. In those jobs, there's a sense of cooperation. Okay, everybody think with me. Have you had a job where you didn't lose your power?
Yep.
Okay, one person, good. All right. Reba will fill you all in afterwards. But it's a sense of cooperation. It's a sense of coming in and bringing your talents, and you're cooperating with the whole, and you're blending your energies, and something greater is being created. And that's when you are in your center. You're not having to do everything because you are in harmony with the things around you. Do you feel the difference? All right. All right. There are some times we lose our power because we feel inadequate to someone's knowledge. We feel that someone else is better than we are, more skilled than we are, more knowledgeable than we are, and we bow to their authority. Does anybody ever do that? And then Do you realize what you're doing? You're actually giving them power. That power goes to them. Your power goes to them because they're smarter than you are. In jobs and relationships, we learn the best way to either protect ourselves or regain our power when something goes wrong. And this is when, again, the superpower kicks in. Where we have our energy threatened, we go to survival mode. So, why is it important to even look at our power? Power is your source of energy, right? We need energy to create. We need energy to contribute. We need energy to be and live. And we need a power source. When we're connected within, what's our power source? It's God. It's our higher self. We're connected with spirit. The things of this earth don't matter that much. That we work with them. They are not dictates to us. But we need a power source. And if you're not centered with God and you're not centered with yourself, your own inner beingness, where do you seek power from? Outside, other people, other situations, and other things. So it's a natural thing to fall into, isn't it? All right. When we're not centered, we need power to sustain us, and so we need power to sustain us. So we're going to start looking at patterns that we have created to protect the power we have. I'm not going to teach you how to achieve power. You already know that. I'm going to show you how you are protecting the power that you have. Okay? All right. We're starting our series with two very common power patterns. One is anger, and one is understanding. So we're going to start with anger and how it works. All right? So the superpower of anger, remember it's a superpower. So you're putting on your superpower in order to protect your power or gain your power back. It's for you to maintain your own energy, anger. And I see many bewildered faces, so I'm really glad that we're going to do this for you. If you ever come in early, you may end up on the stage. Thank you, Reba. She was here early, so Reba and David, if you'll come up, they're going to share with us just a little bit of what this might look like. This is how your superpower might manifest. And we're going to go through a few little scenarios here.
Honey, Mom called. She'd like us to come over this weekend.
I don't want to go.
Come on, it won't be that bad.
You go. I don't want to go.
But they'll know you don't like them.
I don't like them. All right. I'm going to go over here and get my cape and my mask so I can keep her from taking my power. Bear with me. My stupid cape is not on right. Find my stupid spot. Yeah, and I'm going to get my power back. And I'm going to take some of her power in the process. This way she won't even want to go either. That's what I'm going to do. I don't like your family.
Why are you so mean to my mom?
That was easy. She didn't win this one.
Anybody seen that? Yeah. Anybody been a part of that? Yeah. Did you see how he wasn't really upset until he had to use his power? Okay, it could look like this.
Mom called. She wants us to come over this weekend.
You know I don't want to go. I don't like her.
You haven't seen them in ages. We've changed. Maybe they have too.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. They don't like me. They never will.
Come on, let's think
Think about
about it.
it. I know what that means. Agree with me. I'll think about it. She's not going to make me do anything this time. I got to find something. What do I do? God, I got to get my...
Honey, I couldn't find the remote today.
What? You lost a remote again? I can't believe it. After all I do around here, you go and lose the remote. God, I can't believe it. This is, the remote. It's just like such disrespectful. I can't believe how you treat me. I am not going to your mother's.
Have you ever had someone turn anger on you for no apparent reason? For something that was so small and minuscule in comparison to what was going on? Now can you see possibly why? All right, and it might look like this.
Take his power.
Glasses. Okay, this is a duplication up to a point. How many of you have the same arguments over and over again? Duplication up to a point. Okay, starting from the beginning.
Starting from the beginning. Mom calls, she wants us to come over this weekend.
No, I don't want to go over. I don't like her.
We haven't seen them in ages. We've changed, maybe they have too.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. They don't like me and they never will.
Come on, at least think about it.
Think about it. I know what that means. Agree with me. I'll think about it. She's not going to make me do anything this time. I got to find something.
Honey, I couldn't find a remote today.
You lost a remote again? I can't believe it. After all I do around here, you lose my remote. What is this? I mean, you just can't believe it. It's such disrespectful, isn't it? Like, I can't believe how you treat me. And no, I'm not going to your mom's.
You're not going to my mom? You're the only person who works around here?
Yell, yell, yell. That's all you do is yell.
You started it.
No, you started this one. We have to go see your mother. We have to go see my mother.
We have to go see my mother.
I don't have to do anything.
Okay, so this is what happens when both of you have a superpower of anger. Anybody there? We have a few. Okay, so you can see how, and once the capes go on, which means once you flared into your superpower, there's no reasoning and there's no turning back. And how often do you say things when you're in your flared superpower that you don't mean? But look at what they're trying to do. He's trying to hold his power, she's trying to force her power. Okay, there is a thing called understanding that we'll see how this would look.
Mom called, she wants us to go see them this weekend.
I'm not really feeling it. Fun for you. I really just don't think I want to go. You go, see your family, have a good time.
But what about you?
Don't worry about me. I'll find something to do. Maybe I'll just recharge a little bit. But yeah, you go, have fun.
I will.
Thank you, guys. Did anyone see themselves?
Yeah.
Did anyone see their spouse?
Yeah.
All right. Did you like the last one?
Yes.
When we are in our own power and we can own that, it gives us the right to speak in honesty and peace, and 9 times out of 10, the person we're speaking to folds into their power. And then both are happy. Both are doing what they need to do, both are where they need to be. When I was first given this series to work on, it was exciting, it was fun, it was given to me as this great vision. This is several months ago. And as I started working on it this week and getting it fine-tuned, it was like, oh, this isn't that much fun. Because it's a real issue for all of us. We all have a superpower. Maybe yours isn't anger. Maybe it's a minor power for you. Maybe you have a bigger superpower than anger. But if we begin to realize that all we are trying to do is protect ourselves. That's all we're trying to do is protect ourselves. So if it starts to happen within you, do you think you could see David in your mind? Could you think, oh, I'm being David? Doing a David. And then if someone comes at you, could you think, I don't want to be Reba? I don't want to fall and cry and walk away. I don't want to get frustrated, and I don't want to return what's being given to me. Okay. All right, everybody breathe. When we are connected within, we are one with God, and the power we have is in us. When we are not, we have to sustain our power. We have to sustain our power somehow. You have to. And most of you, when you're in your power and you're angry, if there's an anger power out, there's no talking to you. I could even say, calm down. You'll go, oh. There's no reasoning. There's no outside integration. There's no outside interference. It's just this, I need to protect my power, period. That's all you're saying to yourself over and over again. So, when we realize that's my pattern to protect my power, if we can just realize that, we can stop. Hey, I'm in a protection mode. What am I protecting from? That? They can't hurt me. Why am I protecting myself from that? They're just people. That's my friend there. Calm down. You see? All right. When we move from anger to understanding, we're moving from outside reaction to an inside harmony. Anger to understanding. When Jesus walked, he asked us to walk in a consciousness of loving our brothers. And when we look at some of the beatitudes that he gave us, we think, well, he didn't live in our world. You know, if your brother asks for your coat, give him your cloak. If he asks for your money, give it to him. If he asks for a loan, give it to him. All the matter, do you see the matter, the things that we value and treasure? They valued and treasured them too in his day and time. He's saying, don't make these things more important than who you are. If your brother's coming at you at that level of consciousness, it doesn't matter, that's his level of consciousness. Don't respond at that level. Keep your power within you and respond from spirit. Think about when you're angry and you're powering out, you feel like someone's power is infringing on your space. Taking your stuff, what's important to you. Important for us to remember to keep our center. When you're in anger, I have just a few little things that might be helpful. Do you guys get mad about once a week? At least. All right. If we begin to recognize that your power is being threatened in some way, that's your first. Okay, I can remember that. I'm not going to do David. I'm going to remember, I'm just being threatened. If you can then bring your power back to self, bring your power back to self. And then tune to the internal power of the greater spirit and relax. Most of the things we fight about and fight for are so temporary. So temporary. Anybody in a long-term relationship over 20 years with your spouse or partner? Okay. If I inventoried you folks and said, how many times have you fought to the death? Too many to count. Yet, are you still in relationship? Yes. Yes, you're still in relationship. We do it over stuff that doesn't matter. And that's why we're able to go back into our precariously perched relationship, because it didn't matter anyway. What we were fighting about didn't matter. We have our person, they have us, we're making it work. Think about all the energy that you invested in those arguments. And I'm not picking on just you guys that were willing to fess up. Short-term relationships are filled with them as well, you know. Think about all the energy that you invested to hold a position that you don't even care about. Could you invest that energy elsewhere? One of the gifts that we have as children of God is we can actually create any reality we want. We can actually have any experience we want to have. But it takes energy to have that. It takes energy to believe in me so that me can grow into greater. And the superpower that I have to maintain my power does not help me do that. It takes my power and derails it into this huge energy. And if you, has anybody seen me mad? Oh, I can fill a room. And I will silence a room. Because my anger paralyzes people. Because when I do something, I do it 1,000%. And when I am mad, I am livid. And I am so powerful. Yes, and I can freeze a room. Have you noticed that you get paralyzed when someone comes at you too? But you don't realize you're doing that to people, do you? No. Don't take my power. Okay, bring your power back home. Okay, come back home. When we come back to the central core, I am God's child. I have the power to do anything. Why am I wasting my energy doing this when I need to come back to myself? All right. Relax, relax, relax. It does not matter what is happening around you. You can breathe through it. All right. When you relax, things become harmonious, and then we can move into understanding. Because when someone's at you, trying to take your power, there's something wrong, isn't there? Something that we need to deal with, we need to come into understanding with. So understanding begins with recognizing there is a need of the other person or situation. I don't have a need, they have a need. They have a need, they're coming over to me, they're trying to take my power. They have a need. Okay, I recognize that. Now, I don't need to take their need into me. The minute I do that, my power is in their problem. Just recognize and be okay with it. Because we typically take their need into us, and then we typically ask them to understand where we are. No, no, no. Understand where I am. No, no, no. They will never understand. Understanding comes from within out. You really shouldn't ask anyone to try to understand you. Do you realize that? Again, long-term relationship people. How long? How many times have you looked at your spouse and said, please understand me? And they've got a blank look on their face. And they can't. They can't. You have to understand you. Okay, you don't understand, I'm going to understand. I understand me. My power is inside self. I am going to choose. You're going to deal with my choice. You're going to deal with my choice. You may never understand my choice, but I do. Do you see? Understanding is always about understanding you, understanding where you stand, understanding what's happening with you, and being kind to someone who has a need. And then you can offer. I see you got a need. I see you're all bent out of shape at me. So, is there anything I can do to help? What can I do? And they may yell, oh, nothing. Okay. All right, good, good, good. That's good. Good luck with that. Good luck with your need. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to stay in my power. This is so easy, is it not? Think of it this way. We always have to have a goal to change our behavior. Do you realize that? If we don't have a goal, you don't change. I want a better job, and I'll probably stay where I am. I want to make more money to buy a boat. I'm getting a better job. Because I have a goal. I want a boat. Do you see? Okay. So in order for us to really start understanding the shift of energy, to pull our energy from this protection and this anger mask, this anger cape, this anger persona to protect, I want to offer you a goal to consider. What if you could establish for yourself the goal? I want to know what it feels like to know I can choose anything. Would that be a good goal? I really want to know what it feels like to choose anything I want. To be free to choose anything I want. Okay, if I want to experience that, then I have the reason to listen to Cindy and to not go into my anger. Have a reason. Because the minute you go into bucking up in your anger, you can say, oh, wait, energy. Oh, let me go back into my power. Let me pull all that energy. I was getting ready to blow all over everybody. Everybody was going to hear about it. Everybody was going to hear about it. And I was going to repeat it 1,000,000 times too. Because I'm really mad. Let me pull all that energy back, and I'm going to put it in a little bucket that says, I can do anything I want to do. And I'm going to put all my energy in that bucket. Okay, I'm not going to get mad. Well, whatever. Because I'm going to do anything I want to do. Now, if that's not a good goal for you guys, find a goal. Because we don't just want a better job. Because if you want a better job, you're going to go all David all over everybody. We need a reason not to. But let's pull the reason into here now. How many of you want to be different than you are today? More prosperous, more happy, more joyful? Yeah. Okay. Look at all that energy we could pull to invest in that. How are we doing? Great. We have a perfection? Great. All right. So, what we're going to do is this month we're really looking at the patterns that sneak up on us. And this is one of the most overt ones. And today we can make a choice to shift this pattern. I don't have to understand the world. I just have to understand myself. I don't have to do what you ask. I can consider it. I have to do what's within me to do. I can consider you, of course. But I think I'll pass. To do what's within me to do. Or I think I will. Within out. Say, that was easy.
Oh, that's easy.
All right, let's take it within. Let's take it within. I want you to breathe and feel that beautiful love of God surrounding you. And just imagine a column of light coming over you. Feel the love of God. Feel your chair. Take a breath. And let your focus go to a point in your field, in your inner field, that you define as your power point. It may be a symbol that appears in front of you. Some of you may feel your heart or your solar plexus being quickened. Whatever comes up, let yourself commune at this moment with that point of power in you. We are all unique and different. And just feel it vibrating. It may be shiny and bright. It may be vibrating slow. Just feel it. And just say to yourself, I am God's child. I am child of God. And watch that point of power begin to shift. I am God's child. And you may feel it, you may sense it or see it. And if you're ready, you may also say, I now call forth all power that I have given to anything, situation or person or thing outside of myself. I now call forth the power that I have given to anything outside of myself, and I bring it back to me. And if that's comfortable, just say that and just watch the energy. We're recalling the power of ours that we've given to anyone outside. We're bringing it back into our power center. And just watch any shifts or changes that might occur within you. Just notice how you feel. Stronger. Just notice. And again, say, I am God's child. I am child of God. Feel the light. God, we ask now to feel the connection we have with that divine. Feel the energy of our Creator. Father, Mother, God, our Creator by any name. Feel the love of God pouring into you and filling that power center. And because it is love, only love flows through me. Because it is love, I am love expressing. And take a breath and just let that love move out through the auric field, through all that you are, through all of the space that you find yourself in. And God, we love you so much and we thank you that we can go forward as choosers, as beautiful, enlightened children of God, choosing our experiences. We thank you. Feel your heart opened. Feel everything around you filled with light. And just gently bring your awareness back to your chair. And know you are good. You are good. There's only one presence and one power in the universe. God the good, omnipotent, and you are part of God. And we thank you, God. Take a breath, send your love into the room. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Did anyone have power come back?
Oh, yeah.
So we want to take this beautiful light out into the world. And even if you don't think about that anger, superpower, I guarantee the next time you come through those doors you will. But I would ask you to think about it this week. And if it starts to well up within you, come into understanding. Say, yay, God.
Yay, God.